Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you direct your attention to field level as we're set to start our Senior Day festivities. This afternoon, the Rensselaer Athletic Department would like to take a few minutes to honor 26 seniors who have all made a positive and indelible impression on the Engineer football program. This group has been a part of bowl victories, helped set school records, and has constantly displayed a positive attitude and strong sportsmanship. We will celebrate this group in numerical order, beginning with a defensive back from New Windsor, New York, number 0, Marco Oliveria. A wide receiver from Acton, Massachusetts, number 3, Sean Kelly. A linebacker from Miami, Florida. Please welcome number 4, Success Frederick. A running back from Dunmore, Pennsylvania, number 5, Christian Buckley. A running back from Lakeville, Massachusetts, number 6, Kevin Hughes. A linebacker from South Salem, New York, number 8, Jonathan Connolly. A linebacker from Jameson, Pennsylvania, number 9, Mark Lapioli. A defensive back from Fairlawn, New Jersey, number 17, Tommy Kabiewu. A linebacker from Mesquite, Texas, number 18, Cy Terlange. A linebacker from Charlton, Massachusetts, number 22, Jackson Shoemaker. A defensive back from Mahwah, New Jersey, number 23, Matt Ashodi. A running back from Crofton, Maryland, number 26, Damian Ming. A defensive back from Throop, Pennsylvania, number 28, Jeremiah Willow. A defensive back from Weston, Florida, number 42, Diego Fernandez. A defensive lineman from Pottstown, Pennsylvania, number 52, Blake Terizzi. A linebacker from Rivervale, New Jersey, number 53, Desmond Von Tobel. A linebacker from Akron, New York, number 55, David Kalinowski. An offensive lineman from Fabius, New York, number 68, Mitch Perrone. A wide receiver from Killingworth, Connecticut, number 87, Jimmy McGoey. A defensive lineman from Ashland, Ohio, number 90, Cole Garrison. A defensive lineman from Wayne, New Jersey, number 97, Jake Grosjean. A linebacker and captain from Hewlett, New York, number 10, Anthony D'Agostino. A tight end and captain from Mount Airy, Maryland, number 10, Shane Allison. A quarterback and captain from Toms River, New Jersey, number 19, Jake Kazanowski. An offensive lineman and captain from Bridgewater, New Jersey, number 62, Aiden Montero. And a defensive lineman and captain from Taunton, Massachusetts, number 94, Nate Sickard. The senior class of RPI football. And gentlemen, on behalf of the RPI Athletics Department, congratulations on all your athletic achievement and good luck in your future years. reminder that Rensselaer is proud to announce we are a tobacco-free campus. Please join us, support our neighbors by not using tobacco products in all institute facilities and outdoor areas. And we thank you for respecting our tobacco-free campus environment.
I wasn't looking. I don't know where the girls are here.
104 is row J, 12. There's I guess was there 12 over there?
No. I don't know.
They're probably roaming around.
Well, yeah, because look at all the people in the fields, you know? What? Yeah, but he hugged her first. That's terrible. That one's. I think he didn't know what to do. He was like, shit.
I agree.
Until you're engaged, I think moms should get a hug first. I don't know. That's hard.
I'll make sure that that is duly
On
noted.
senior day. Well, Lauren's not going to walk out with us. Is she? That's, no.
Probably wouldn't, unless he asks her.
No. He wouldn't ask her, though. He's not like that. Well, I don't think Desmond would have asked her either. I think she just would go on.
A reminder that Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, the Liberty League, and the NCAA Football Rules Committee promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, discriminatory behavior around sexual orientation and gender identity, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site, and if needed, additional disciplinary action. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products is prohibited.
Is that the girls on the blanket over there? This row all the way down. See, looks like one's under a blanket. That's them.
I can't see, but excuse me?
Carl must have paid good money for these seats right here.
They were $15
No,
online.
I know, I'm kidding. No, it's season tickets. I was kidding. Like right on the, almost right, like directly on the 50. And it's nice that it's not like 6 of them, not like a whole row you gotta climb through.
I don't know what the seating arrangement is. Oh, I'm glad we finally made one. 4 years made one. I was like, you have a 6 or 4? 4. You could never sell the guy like the field like, can we see like where it's put you right here? So really too. Like never. That's awesome. I like it. You don't have to sit. No, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. How are they supposed to do?
The officials for today's game, the referee is Brian Finn, umpire Justin Brannick, head linesman Joseph Bonacci, line judge is Scott Hopkins, the side judge Ryan Krebs, the field judge Michael Record, and the back judge is Michael Grigas.
Another great. Oh, really? Go ahead.
In Long Island.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah, well, it's like, he went to Buffalo. Time's running out. Says,
That's the worst.
It's
We've
okay.
had with them a couple of
there's a lot of space down here. You guys can probably file in if you want. Yes, he plays. He's like they don't do a good job like participation thing. He's gotten in every game. He said on Springfield's stats, he's got like 8 times. Yes. It's the guy he rooms with on Waitress.
Oh, I thought it was not that.
No. Yes, no. This kid's cheers. Seltzer real good. Yeah. He's one of the kids. Did you see the fight before? So, look, his wife has been 30, whatever, it's 4 months. I guess the girlfriend's back home. So they do powerlifting. They all dress up for lifting castle count. I think
The RPI Pep Band.
does powerlifting, so he goes.
And now let's meet the starting defensive unit for the Garnet Chargers of Union College. Defensive end, number 9, Jordan Black. At defensive tackle, 97, Charles Johnson. At defensive end, number 95, Ethan Vanderbrink. At linebacker, 48, Alex Cushing. Number 8, John Dorgidis. Number 43, Cole De Silva. The cornerbacks are number 2, Dwayne Hines, number 0, Matt Mitchell, and number 3, Emmanuel Green. The safeties, number 4, Nate Sullivan, and number 33, James Gillespie. Union head coach, John Brock.
We're driving.
You want to look at the pictures that I took so you can send them again?
I said, send me the pic. And the phone and the car were driving. Same thing. I go, Joe, I said, yeah, let me see the pic. Joey sent it. Oh my God. Almost pull over. And she was, look.
I can't imagine her really coming around.
That's
Kenzie's
he was the sheriff, and the other 10 linemen were prisoners.
here.
I went to call you out here and I called him. I'm like, oh, you're not going to come here.
The old her started up.
We were downstairs. Let's just go up and I'll just sit here.
No, I
He swears he's going to.
Isn't that the crazy thing about it?
Yeah. Oh, I can tell.
Oh, by then I already came up and
As I am getting my phone to text, the phone is ringing, my gloves are on, it's saying
Yes.
there's something in my gloves.
He has 2 mandatory study halls. They have 3 tutors. They split it up into thirds. And they have
I
a
throw
writing
off
center.
without a hat,
So
right?
he submits everything to the writing center. And I'm sure they read
Again, that was the one thing that, like, seriously, like, if you were going
Wait, listen. So I happen to ask what up shop I get up and read it downstairs in my kitchen. I go to the microphone to take my word for it. My sister's on the field. And then she goes, are you But I was doing this. I was like, can you just take my word for it? I have tickets.
So the guy goes through all this, and the parents are like, oh, and he goes, yeah, boys, you're not going to meet your wife first year on campus. He goes, you're not, because you're going to hold him.
You gotta remember, like Springfield. You gotta watch out. She wants to sit on laps. Coaches.
Okay, fans, we ask that you direct your attention to the north end zone over by the scoreboard. As midshipmen from the Naval ROTC unit at RPI enter the stadium with today's game ball. This group received the game ball this morning at Union College and ran all 17.1 miles from Schenectady to deliver it in time for the kickoff here at ECAT Stadium. Based out of the RPI campus, the Navy ROTC unit includes students from both Union College and Russell Sage College, and midshipmen from all 3 schools participated in today's game ball delivery. Founded in September 1941, the Navy ROTC unit at RPI has trained and developed midshipmen who commission as Navy and Marine Corps officers upon graduation. Today's delivery of the game ball is the beginning of a new tradition for the unit, aimed to honor the tradition, history, and spirit of the Shoes rivalry. Let's have a round of applause for this group of midshipmen on their incredible feat this afternoon.
Live from the East Campus Stadium on the campus of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in Troy, New York, where today it will be the 74th edition of the Dutchman Shoes Trophy game as the RPI engineers are hosting the Garnet Chargers from Union College. My name is Kurt Studd. I'll be bringing you all the action live today on 91.5 FM WRPI Troy. RPI coming into today's game with a 4-5 overall mark, 2-3 in the conference. Coming off a win against Buffalo State last weekend. Union coming in 3-6 overall, also 2-3 in the conference. This will break the tie between the two teams. They're also coming off a win. So both teams coming off wins, but one team will be ending their season with a loss today here at the East Campus Stadium. Before we get to action out on the field, time to take a listen to the interview I did with RPI engineer head coach Ralph Isernia before today's game.
Coach, coming off a convincing win against Buffalo State last week, your thoughts?
Yeah, what was good. We built on some of the momentum from the second half of that Hobart game. Brought it into Buffalo State. We knew we needed to match their energy. It was senior day for them, home game, coming off a big win against Rochester, and I think that first drive on defense to get a 3-and-out, and then we blocked the punt for a touchdown. So to get on top early was extremely important, and then the role that Anthony DiMatteo made for the game, and thrown for close to 300 yards, and I thought he had poise. He stayed in the pocket, found some receivers open, and really managed the offense really well. Got us into some really nice checks, and found guys at the receiver position who stepped up in the absence of Hayden. So, it was nice to see that development, and then also the execution for guys that maybe hadn't played such a strong role as they had in the past.
When you were going into the game, did you see vulnerabilities on special teams when you got that block? Was that something you were looking for?
You know, we always look for tendencies from some of the other teams, and then you scout it up, and you also look at individuals that are playing on those special teams, and try to find some weak spots and everything. And we thought we had a chance with the block and a great individual performance from John Connolly. Getting the block, and then RJ being able to recover it there in the end zone. So, there were some things, like I said, some tendencies, and we were able to take advantage of it.
Okay, swinging around to this week, Union. So what's the shoes like every week or every year? Pardon me.
Yeah, it's one of those games that you throw away the records. It doesn't matter, where teams are in their seasons, whether they're competing for league championships or going to the playoffs or, wherever they are. It's one of those weeks where, guys that might be, a little bit banged up, get rejuvenated, and all of a sudden they're ready to go. And, you have guys that, are playing in their first shoes game just like the freshmen, and then you've got some guys that are playing in their fourth shoes game like the seniors. So it doesn't take any motivation or any extra motivation, I should say, to get guys up, for this game, the excitement, the entire week, and, the focus.
Please welcome the Engineers.
Guys know what's at stake, and they know the meaning of it, and, we've had a chance to have Coach King stop by and talk to the team, and, talk about the legacy of the game and the history of the game. And I think that it's really important for our guys to understand that, obviously it's another game on your schedule, but it's always the one that gets circled every single year.
And you're looking at a Union team. You're going to be playing a Union team. NCAA tournament participant last year. Coaching change, and the season this year has not gone the same. So when you're looking at the opposite side there, what are you seeing with Union right now?
I think it just takes a little bit of time for a new coaching staff, new schemes on offense and defense. It takes a little bit of time for those.
Once again, fans, welcome to ECAV Stadium for today's Liberty League game and Dutchman Shoes matchup between the Garnet Chargers of Union College and your Engineers of Rensselaer.
On both sides of football.
Now let's meet the RPI senior class, starting with number 0, Marco Oliveria.
They have two really good running backs.
Number 3, Sean Kelly.
And defensively, they swarm.
Number 4, Success Frederick.
It's a complex.
Number 5, Christian Buckley.
Guys in the right areas.
Number 6, Kevin Hughes.
They make plays. So.
Number 8, Jonathan Connolly.
As the season has gone.
Number 9 is Mark Lapioli.
Final game of the season. What are your thoughts about this?
Number 17, Tommy Cabiewu.
I'm extremely grateful for the.
Number 18, Zylan Derlon.
We have 5 senior captains.
Number 22, Jackson Shoemaker.
27 seniors.
Number 23, Matt Ashodi.
For senior day. These guys that are.
Number 26, Damian Ming.
Tradition here at RPI.
Number 28, Jeremiah Wallo.
For our younger players.
Number 42, Diego Fernandez.
Quality people on and off the field. And,
Number 52, Blake Terizzi. Number 53, Desmond Van Tobel. Number 55, David Kalinowski.
Okay, so good luck against
Number 68, Mitch Perone. Number 87, Jimmy McGoey.
The East Campus Stadium on the campus of Rensselaer Polytechnic.
Number 90, Cole Garrison.
Where they're introducing the RPI defense before we get started.
Number 97, Jake Grosjean.
RPI versus Union in the Dutchman
Number 10, Anthony D'Agostino.
Patch Flanagan, quarterback. It's going to be the man.
Number 10, Shane Allison.
He's also leading rusher for Union by 3 yards. So
Number 19,
14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions this year. 1,648 yards. He's also got 417 yards rushing on 80 attempts. The other back, Michael Fiore, he's got 101 yards on 414 attempts. And your third back for Union, Jonathan Anderson, he's got a 4.4 average, 319 yards this season. Gil Rivera is the leading receiver for Union, 15.8 average, 29 receptions, 457 yards. So those are the key people on offense you would expect to hear a lot about from the Union College Garnet Chargers. On defense, Cole De Silva, 104 tackles this year. That's 42 more than the next best number. It's a tie after that from James Gillespie and Ethan Vanderbrink. And Vanderbrink could be a threat. 7.5 sacks in this season through 9 games. So De Silva gets tackled. Vanderbrink is the guy to look for the sacks. As the teams are moving out towards the 50-yard line for the coin toss today. For RPI, a lineup, Jake Kazagnowski did not play last week against Buffalo State. He will not play this week either. He came out at one point, we were in the press box and looking down, and somebody said, hey, Kazagnowski's out on crutches out there. That is true. He did not warm up. He will not be playing today. So DiMatteo will be the starter for RPI at quarterback as Kazagnowski is out for the second game in a row. He got injured in the Hobart game. There was one play, he got injured, he came off for a play, went back out onto the field, played the rest of the game, but didn't, after that, he did practice after that. They thought he could go last week against Buffalo State, but it turns out game day he couldn't, and they thought he was going to play this week, and as it turns out again, he's not able to go. So Kazagnowski is not going to be on the field there for RPI. RPI will be getting the ball to start out today's game after the coin toss. I missed who won, but RPI will be getting the ball. So Union will get the ball to start out the second half. So now we're going to have the national anthem here at the East Campus Stadium before the start of today's game. WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, and that includes WRPI's coverage of engineer football, hockey, and baseball. Also, WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org. You can pick up our broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As long as we're sending something out over the air, we'll provide it for you on that feed. That is WRPI.org. And of course, it's that time to remind you this is WRPI Troy with engineer football from the East Campus Stadium in Troy, New York. Kurt Stud on the call for you today. 74th Dutchman Shoes Trophy game as teams are getting ready to go out onto the field. It is low 50s here in Troy, a bit windy at times. It comes and goes. Skies are clear. We expect no weather problems whatsoever for today's game. This is the final game of the season for both teams. Union traditionally doesn't apply for the ECACs, and they will not have a winning record or 500 record, so would not be eligible. RPI with a win could be eligible for the ECACs, but did not apply. So this will be the final game of the season for both teams. So Pileggi has the ball at the 35-yard line. Wind blows it off the tee, so they stop almost started the kickoff. This will be stopped, and they'll go back at it again. Encarnacion and Johnson are back for RPI to receive this kick. And the ball falls off the tee again, right as Pileggi was about to run up for it. So administratively, last week, Buffalo State, there was a question as to who got the touchdown to start out the game, and it was Encarnacion. who actually got to start the game. The live stats ended up being incorrect on that. Encarnacion for RPI got the first touchdown against Buff State. Just wanted to get that in there. And perhaps attempt number 3 at the kickoff here at the East Campus Stadium will be more fruitful. Looks like Emmanuel Green is out there as a holder. And the ball is going to be taken by Encarnacion. He's at the 20-yard line to the 25. No, it's Johnson to the 30, 35. Johnson along the sidelines is out near the 40 on RPI side of the field. We'll say it's about the 39-yard line. So RPI is going to start out 1st and 10 at their own 39. As I mentioned before, Kazagnowski is out of today's game. Will not be starting. It looks like it's Anthony DiMatteo out there for RPI. He has not turned his back to me for me to verify that. 1st and 10, RPI at their own 39-yard line. It is DiMatteo out there. Hands off to White. White on 1st down is going to get stopped at the 40-yard line. So a pickup of 1 for RPI on 1st down. Also a correction. I have previously referred to him as DiMatteo, not as DiMatteo. I got that wrong. It's not in the pronunciation guide. I did, however, grow up in a heavily Italian area of New Jersey. I should have known better. But perhaps the memory has failed after all these years. So 2nd down and 9 for RPI at the 40-yard line. RPI sends Kelly in motion to the left, 2 receivers on the right. White's going to take the handoff. He's going to go left to the 40, to the 45. He gets hit, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds by Sullivan right around the marker. That's a pretty good spot. They're going to have him down to 49-yard line, and I think that is going to be an RPI 1st down. I thought he was a little bit short of the marker, but they're giving him the 49 on the Sullivan tackle out of bounds. And that'll be a 1st down for RPI. We have no score here in the 1st quarter. RPI versus Union at the East Campus Stadium in Troy. 3 wide out formation. You've got Allison in the slot to the right. And DiMatteo is going to hand off to White. White's trying to dash his way through the line, and he got a lot more than I thought he was going to get. He's down to the Union 43. As he didn't have a hole right away, had to go find one, and is able to weave his way through and get an 8-yard gain out of what didn't look so good at the very beginning. Had to shift a couple of steps to his left in order to find that hole. So he's down to the 43-yard line, White is, and it'll be a 2nd down and 2 RPI at the 43. White moved out of the backfield. Now he goes back again. Allison's in the slot on the left. 3 wideouts for RPI. DiMatteo throws downfield, looking deep for Nicholson, but that is overthrown, so it's incomplete on 2nd down. RPI's offensive line: Aiden Montero, Nicholas Cirilli, JT Morello, Ryan Shaner, and Eamon Centrella. The tight end is Shane Allison. The wide receivers are Paisley Nicholson, Sean Kelly, Jimmy McGoey. Caden White's the running back, and Anthony DiMatteo is the quarterback for RPI. RPI now looking at a 3rd and 2 at the Union 43. 2 receivers and the slot receiver to the right. DiMatteo fakes a handoff, throws. Nicholson's got it complete. Nicholson dragged down to the 20-yard line by Matt Mitchell. But that's a 1st down RPI. They'll put him at the 19, and RPI is in the red zone. 1st drive of the game, and RPI is inside the 20. So I think, yeah, it looks like people bit on the fake handoff. Nicholson was the only guy down deep. Mitchell was on him. It was 1-on-1. And DiMatteo makes the connection, and RPI gets down to the 19. 1st and 10, RPI at the Union 19. 12:40 to go here. 1st quarter, no score in the Dutchman Shoes game. Handoff goes to White, and nothing there for White. Got a whole bunch of Union defenders. Cole De Silva, one of those. I mentioned him before with all the tackles. He was in on that tackle. I don't know who they're going to credit it to. There were 4 guys there grabbing White, and he loses one back to the 20-yard line. RPI looking at a 2nd and 11. Three receivers to the right for RPI. Allison's on the line to the left. White now goes in motion to the right. So this is going to be right heavy for RPI. DiMatteo looks that way, then decides to run with the ball. Looks like it was a designed run. And he's going to get down to the 15. That's a pickup of 5. Looking at the replay, I think he had the option, if he wanted to throw, he could have thrown to White on a screen pass, but there was a defender right there, and so he opted to go left on the rush. 3rd down and 6, RPI at the 15-yard line. DiMatteo throws before he gets hit. That is complete down to the 12 to Kelly. It's short of a first down. He needed to get 3 more yards to the 9. So RPI's down to the 12, and DiMatteo's looking over to the sidelines, wondering what is RPI going to do here. And Merrick is going to come on for a field goal attempt. So Merrick will have it just inside the 20. Near the right hash. He's a right-footed kicker. No wind to speak of at the moment. Snap. Ball's down, the kick is low and no good. No good. When I said low, I meant low. It was pretty obvious as it got past the 5-yard line. It would not have the height to get over the crossbar if it was on target, and I don't believe it was. So we have 10:38 to go here, first quarter of play. And RPI and Union are knotted at 0, if you want to call it that. By rule, ball comes out to the 20-yard line. Line of scrimmage was the 12. It comes out to the 20. Union on offense for the first time today. Patch Flanagan is the quarterback and leading rusher. He's got 2 receivers each side, 1 man in the backfield. Throw, that is complete past the 25. That's Tommy Leonard on the reception out to the 27-yard line. So Union picks up 7 on the quick slant pass on first down. Decent road crowd on the far side of East Campus Stadium. Decent home crowd on the home side over here for this rivalry game. It'll be a 2nd down and 3 at the 27-yard line for Union. Again, 2 receivers each side, 1 man in the backfield for Flanagan. Flanagan looking left all the way past. That's complete. That'll be a first down out to about the 32. Rivera on the reception for Union. I think he might have actually backed up a yard from where he got it. Where are they going to put the forward progress? They're going to put the forward progress right on the 33. That's where I think he actually had it. I thought he stepped back a yard. Yeah. I would say the spot should be the 32. Let's not quibble over a yard, but he stepped back and then got hit. Union's going to run it here on 1st and 10. No score here in the first quarter. And that was Mike DiNardo. On the run for Union. He gets out to the 37-yard line for a pickup of 4. 2nd down on the ground again. This time Flanagan keeps it himself, and he's going to run straight ahead, and he's going to get out to the 39. So I mentioned in the pregame that Flanagan is the leading rusher for Union College. Also, if I make a mistake on the Union College nickname, I've been calling a lot of games over the years. It's tough to get old nicknames out of the brain, so I will see if I can make it through, only calling them the Garnet Chargers. 3rd down and 4 for Union at the 39-yard line. 2 receivers each side for Union College. And now Flanagan wants Russell in motion. He goes in motion. Flanagan's going to get hit, and he's going to get sacked back around the 26. Mark Lapioli in there on the tackle for RPI on the sack. Put Union back at their own 26-yard line, and the punt team is coming out for the Garnet Chargers. That should be Hayden Hall out there to punt. If the 2 deep is correct, it is. Fair catch signaled by Kelly, and he will take it at the RPI 40-yard line. So RPI with the sack. on third down, forcing Union into a punt situation. They punt the ball away. RPI's got it at their own 40. No score here, 7:40 to go in the first quarter. It's RPI going right to left, Union left to right across your radio dial in this first quarter of play. If you know the layout, RPI is going to the open end of the stadium, and Union is going towards the arena auditorium side here, which is blocked in. Wind can be iffy here, especially at the blocked in side. RPI on first down, hands off to White. He went left, couldn't find any kind of hole, and he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Black, Charles Johnson, and Ethan Vanderbrink are the line up front for the Union defense. Alex Cushing, John Drugitis, and Cole De Silva are the linebackers. Throw over the middle, that's complete to Allison on second down and 10, and Allison's going to get stopped at the 46 for a pickup of 6. And it was, the last linebacker there was Cole De Silva. Dwayne Hines, Matt Mitchell, and Emmanuel Green are the cornerbacks. The safeties are Nate Sullivan and James Gillespie. That is the Union defense out there on the field right now against the RPI offense. RPI, third down and 4 at their own 46-yard line. No score, 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. RPI fakes going to the ground, option play, pitch to White, got the first down to the 50, 45. And he's going to get tackled out of bounds by Emmanuel Green inside the 45, but that'll be RPI on Union side of the ball at the 44-yard line, they'll put it, and that's a first down for RPI. So DiMatteo faked the handoff, kept it himself on an option, and then pitched to White, and White gets RPI the first down. At the 44 of Union, 6:12 to go here in the first quarter. No score, RPI versus Union. White was going to a wideout position. Now there's 2 backs for RPI. This is a situation you don't see very often. RPI fakes the handoff. DiMatteo throws complete to Kelly. That'll be another first down as he's got it at the 31. Surrounded by a significant number of Union defenders there, but he gets the first down, makes it up to the 30-yard line. So it'll be another 1st and 10 RPI. 5:40 to go here, first quarter, no score. RPI with possession. Second time they've got the ball in this game. First time was a missed field goal as they made it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Allison's in the slot position to the left. Ming in there at running back takes the handoff, and he's going to get grabbed behind the line of scrimmage. Ethan Vanderbrink got a hand on him and slowed him up. He only gets about a yard, if that. Down to close to the 29. He's in between the 30 and the 29. Three receivers to the left on RPI. We're going to call it officially 2nd down and 10. As Ming takes the handoff. This time he's got a head of steam, finds a hole, and Ming is down to the 24. De Silva on the bottom as everybody comes up. He was the last man up, grabbed Ming for the tackle. So it would be a 3rd down and 4 for RPI at the 24-yard line. So Ming and Buckley are in the backfield for RPI. We have rarely seen 2-back formations for RPI this year. And DiMatteo looks like a very odd play. Handoff goes to Buckley ultimately, and he is stopped at the 22. Almost looked like a broken play, but I'm not sure it was. It's going to be 4th down for RPI and 2 at the 22. DiMatteo originally spun one way, originally looked one way, then spun the other way and went for the handoff there. So it'll be 4th down and 2 at the 22. RPI is keeping the offense out on the field. This is the last game of the season for both teams. Why not go for it? Ming is the running back. Kelly goes in motion to the left. McGoey is also a wide receiver on the left. Handoff to Ming. DiMatteo fakes the throw. Union stops Ming at the line of scrimmage. You might hear the Union coaches next to me pounding the desk as Union gets a stop. RPI turns the ball over on downs. .3:15 left to go in the first quarter here in Troy. And we are still searching for somebody, we're still searching for a score here. Union takes over at their own 22. Started their previous drive, the first drive for them in the game, at the 20. Ended up ending that at the 26. Now at the 22-yard line. On the ground, and Union trying to make some headway here is Jonathan Anderson, but he's not going to get much. He's going to get stopped at the 23 and pushed back. Patch Flanagan is the quarterback for Union. The running backs, Michael Fiore, Robbie Tolbert, Isaiah Russell, and Tommy Leonard are the wide receivers. The tight end is Aiden Donnelly. Kyle Webster, Owen Fernandez, David Cooperstein, Luke Rader, and Nick Olivola are the line up front for Union. On second down pass, that is complete to the 35-yard line. This will be a first down for Union as they're up to maybe the 37 on the forward progress. That reception by Rivera out to the 37-yard line. Union moves the chains. So Union got a first down at their own 37-yard line. We have 2:15 to go here. First quarter, no score, RPI versus Union. First and 10, Union goes back to the ground. And this will be at best a gain of 1 to the 38. Anderson on the carry again for Union. So Sicard on the tackle for RPI. Union picks up 1 to their 38-yard line. Second and 9. Handoff goes to Anderson again. He's going to get caught near the line of scrimmage, and no gain for Union. So they'll quickly be in a 3rd and 9. RPI's defense, Nate Sicard, Owen Boland, and Cole Garrison are up front. Linebackers are Anthony D'Agostino, Mark Lapioli, Success Frederick, and Desmond Von Tobel. The cornerbacks are Cassius Johnson and John Borkowski. The safeties are Diego Fernandez and Cortez Garrett. 3rd down and 9 for Union. 3 wide out formation, tight end on the left. Flanagan drops back, throws, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Rivera near the 50-yard line, but threw behind him. And the pass goes incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and 9 for Union, and it looks like the punt team is headed out there again. Hall will be back to kick this ball away. Kelly is waiting inside his own 30 for the kick. Going against a slight wind. Gets this away cleanly. Good kick. Hits inside the 15, and where does Union first touch it? At the 9? Yes. Union will first touch it at the 9. That is excellent work by the punter. Puts RPI back at their own 9-yard line. 47 seconds left in the first quarter here in Troy. RPI and Union are scoreless. RPI's 3rd time with the ball. Missed field goal and turned it over on downs. Three wide receivers, tight end on the right, slot receiver on the left. White takes the carry. White, 15, White to the 20. He's got room along the sideline, 25 to the 30, and then he's forced out of bounds by Gillespie. But he gets RPI out of the hole. They were back at their own 9. Now they're out at their own 32. Some breathing room for RPI on this possession. 1st and 10 for the Engineers at their own 32. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. No score. Three receivers to the right, and RPI looked like they were going to go to the line. They don't have to run this play. The play clock was running. It should not have been. There was less time on the game clock than the play clock. That has stopped. 5 seconds left in the quarter. DiMatteo has him snap the ball. Time expires in the quarter. Pass, it's incomplete. Along the sidelines, looking for Allison around the 46-yard line. And it's incomplete, and that will do it for the first quarter here in Troy. No score between Union and RPI in the 74th Dutchman Shoes Trophy game. So John Drock is the head coach for Union College, first-year head coach for the Garnet Chargers. The coach last year was only there for a year left and is now coaching at Columbia. Ralph Isernia, the head coach for RPI. Again, Union coming in 3-6 overall, 2-3 in the conference. RPI 4-5 overall. They are 2-3 in the conference. For Union, they were in the NCAAs last year, made it to the second round. Won this game, the Dutchman Shoes, last year over in Schenectady. And I would say for both teams coming into this game, not the seasons that they were hoping for or even expecting. Union going from, with the win last year in the Dutchman Shoes, they were 9 wins at that point. Now they've got 3, maybe 4
Alumni
this year. RPI finished the regular
Recovery
season
Sports
7-3
Grill,
last year.
Bone and Joint Center, Repeat Business Systems, Yankee Trails, CDPHP, Pepsi, Ryan's Wake, Gatherers Granola, Manneries, Hannaford, and Price Chopper.
Teams have switched sides.
Market
RPI going
32,
left to
all
right,
proud
Union right to left across your
sponsors
radio
of
dial
RPI
in
Athletic.
quarter number 2. No score. 15 minutes are on the board for the second quarter. RPI with a 2nd and 10 at their own 32-yard line. DiMatteo hands off to White. White goes to the left, and he gave it all. He's going to get forward progress out to the 34. That was a hard 2 yards there for White. Very, very difficult 2 yards for White to get that far. That'll put RPI in a 3rd down and 8 at the 34-yard line. DiMatteo looks over to the sidelines. Three wide receiver formation. DiMatteo throws, and that's incomplete. Looking for Nicholson around the 45, who was open. The pass was offline. And that'll be 4th down for RPI, and we will see the RPI punt unit for the first time today. That is Anderson Burke out there to punt. Gets the ball, kicks it away. Nice high kick. Tommy Leonard for Union tells his team to get away from the ball. And Union will have it at their own 31-yard line, which will be their best start in terms of field position in today's game. 14:06 to go in the first half. No score between RPI and Union. RPI in their, well, we'll call them home black uniforms. Black pants, black jersey, black helmet with white numbers. Union's in their road whites. That's white pants, white jersey, white helmets. Very color easy today. And of course, Union with the garnet numbers. Ball to 31 for a 1st and 10 for Union College. Flanagan has 1 man in the backfield, 3 wide receivers, tight end on the right. Handoff goes to Fiore, and Fiore is going to get stopped at the 33. So Union moving a lot of people in and out of the backfield. As this is the last game of the season, Fiore a senior. Got a lot of seniors as I'm looking at the eligible. Jonathan Anderson has been in there as running back as a senior. Flanagan, the quarterback, is a junior. Second down and 8. Flanagan drops back to pass. He's got, looking for a man downfield, and he's got Rivera, and Rivera's in for the touchdown. Gets it at about the 25-yard line. Only was a man-on-man coverage. Beats his man. Rivera's down for the touchdown. And Union leads 6-0. I believe that was 66 yards. Still waiting for the live stats to update. I have that right now as a 66-yard reception by Rivera. Extra point attempt by Union. It is up and it is good. And that is a kicker not listed on the 2 deep. We have to go to a roster for this one. That is Max Gluck. Max Gluck with the conversion puts Union up 7-0 with 13:23 to go in the first half. That's a 67 yards. It's going to be Flanagan to Rivera for 67 yards. And so Max Gluck with the kick, and Union's up 7-0. Quick strike for the Dutchman. So Union out to kick off. Pileggi out there again for the Dutchman. Short, high kick, fair catch called by RPI, and they'll take it at the 41-yard line. I think that was Dwayne Hines for RPI on the fair catch. Saw it pop up there, and the safest thing if that happens is just signal for a fair catch, and that allows you the opportunity to catch it without an interference, getting interfered with. So RPI has it at their own 41. Best start for them today. Trailing 7-0, 13:23 to go, first half. First down, RPI hands off to Ming, gets hit, it breaks that tackle, and Ming is ahead to the 46. He gets 5. RPI looking to answer here as they're trailing. Did not trail last week against Buffalo State. Got the blocked punt to take the lead on Buffalo State's first drive. Scored to make it 14-0. Buffalo State only got 7. Pass that's complete in the flat on the right side to Kelly. Kelly's got a first down. He'll get hit at the 46, but he's got the first down before Sullivan was able to get him for the tackle, and RPI's on Union side of the field. So 4 possessions for RPI, 3 have made it to the other side of the 50-yard line, but RPI has no points to show for it. 12:20 to go, first half. Union leading RPI 7-0. 3 receivers for DiMatteo. Allison's a tight end on the right. Buckley was in the backfield. He takes the pass in the flat. That's a forward pass. 45 forced out by Black at about the 41. So RPI picks up 5 on that first down play. Looking now at 3 receivers on the left, Allison the tight end on the right. Buckley is in the backfield. DiMatteo out of the shotgun as Kelly has shifted to the right side now. Scanning the field, he's got time against a 4-man rush. Pass that is complete to the 20, inside the 15, and Nicholson has it down inside the 15-yard line. Gillespie able to grab him and save a touchdown there against Union College. But it'll be RPI at the 12 of Union for a 1st and 10 as they get to the line quickly to prevent any Union substitutions. RPI didn't substitute at all. 11-10 to go here in the first half. 7-0 Union leads. RPI. Now Allison's going to shift in towards the line. There were 3 receivers on the right. Handoff goes to Buckley. Buckley goes right, and he's only going to make it down to about the 12. Maybe the 11 if he gets a favorable spot here. So probably a gain of 2 for RPI on the play. Yeah, they'll put him down right near the 11-yard line. So he picked up 2. RPI was in the red zone on their first drive, missed the field goal. Second drive made it down to the 22. So no red zone there, but this is the second time now they're in the red zone, but no points so far. DiMatteo has Buckley go all the way to the left, so this is a naked backfield. Pump fakes to the left, now going for the corner, up, and Allison has it. Allison's got the touchdown. RPI pulls to within 1 with an 11-yard reception by Allison. It's now 7-6 Union. Merrick is on to try the extra point. Burke is the holder. Looks good. Kick is up. Kick is good. We are tied at 7 here in the East Campus Stadium. With 10:09 to go in this first half. Union gets a 67-yard touchdown reception. RPI comes back on the next drive to tie it. Union has 91 yards of total offense right now. 67 of those are on that one play. So 24 outside that play, which is the touchdown. And that would have been over 3 possessions. Kickoff by Gray goes out of bounds. Union will take it at the 35. So how does Union answer back in this series? This will be their 4th possession. 2 punts and a touchdown.
1st and 10 from the 35.
And that is the first flag. The kickoff out of bounds is the first flag today, and that was Brian Finn, the referee for today's game, explaining the call. We've gone almost 20 minutes of football. We went 19 minutes and 51 seconds before a flag came out. Union 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Tight end on the left, 2 receivers over there, 1 receiver on the right, 1 man in the backfield next to Flanagan. Flanagan takes the snap, looking downfield, throws over the middle, that's incomplete. Aiden Donnelly was the intended receiver at about the 40. No, check that, about the 36, 37-yard line. He got tackled, didn't get the ball. He did get the tackle. It's not the way you wanted to do it, but that's what happened. So incomplete on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Union at the 35-yard line. Union with 4 completed passes in today's game. And they're swapping out the football for reasons unknown. So it'll be a 2nd down and 10 for Union at the 35-yard line. 3 receivers on the left. Union's going to go to the ground, and this is going to get them about 7 yards, as it's Anderson on the carry out to about the 42-yard line. So 3rd down and 3 as the crowd gets behind the RPI defense here. Looking for a stop. High snap. Flanagan pulls it down. Running back's going to get the 1st down. Anderson ran straight ahead. Gets across the 35 to the 36, and Union will move the chains. We have 9:20 to go in the first half here in Troy. Union and RPI are tied at 7. Beautiful day. Low 50s. No clouds. Slight breeze. I don't think you can expect better from the middle of November. 1st down. Flanagan fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's going to get caught from behind. And he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. They're calling Johnson on the tackle. I thought Ron Tobel was in there as well. Second down and 10 for Union at the 46 on their own side of the field. Flanagan looking to throw. Pass, that is complete on the RPI side of the field to the 41. Dan Quinn on the reception for Union. And they've got a 1st down, except for the flag that's on the play, and Union's already backing up. So I was a bit premature. I got used to there not being flags. But it looks like this one's coming back. Holding against Union, yes. So Union gets called for the hold. And they'll go from the 44 back to the 34. Nope, 46 back to the 36.
Operator, please take 4 seconds off the game clock. Clock operator, take 4 seconds off the game clock.
Ball just beyond the 36 for Union now. The side judge is coming in, stopping the play. They have a clock problem? Don't know what that was all about. But everybody will get back into position. And the clock starts. And Flanagan is back to throw again. Throws, that is complete on the far side. Not a 1st down. They had a lot of yards. Tolbert on the reception. He's to the RPI 48. They need to get to the 44 for a 1st down. So 3rd down and 4 for Union. Union huddled up except for the 3 receivers. 2 of them have their own huddle. Now they'll have 3 receivers on the left with a tight end. Flanagan is going to hand off to Anderson, and Anderson is not going to get the 1st down. He's going to be stopped after probably a gain of about 2 feet. And it'll be 4th down for Union at the RPI 47-ish. And it looks like the offense is going off the field, and the punt team will be coming out for the Garnet Chargers. Hall will be kicking from inside his own 40. Kelly is going to have to fight the sun a bit here. The sun is not in his favor. No wind. Kick is away. It's a low kick, and RPI is not going to do anything with this. They are going to get away from the ball, and it looks like it's down around the RPI 14-yard line. So it's on the 14 for RPI. 7:02 to go in the first half in Troy. Union and RPI tied at 7. Fifth possession for RPI. They scored on their touchdown on the previous possession. White takes it, heading off to the right and gets across the 15. White gets up to the 18. So that's Caden White, a sophomore for RPI. Buckley, one of the other running backs, is a senior. RPI with a 2nd and 6. They're going to shift people over to the left. That's Young at a tight end position, Allison in a slot position. Off Kelly's hands, and luckily for RPI, falls to the ground before Emmanuel Green can get a handle on it. So that was a forward pass, as Green had, or not Green, pardon me, as Kelly had just stepped across the line there. But he couldn't handle the pass, and it goes incomplete. So RPI in a 3rd and 6 at their own 18-yard line. Four wide receiver formation, high snap. DiMatteo has to go back and cover it at the 3-yard line. So that was not the worst thing that could happen, but kind of close to it. As RPI gets no opportunity, they'll get a little bit of a bonus. They'll spot it at the 4. But the punt team is coming out for RPI as Burke is going to have to kick out of his own end zone here. Union looking to get really good field position. Leonard for Union is back around his own 45, waiting this kick. Burke sets himself up with the back of the end zone here, so he knows where it is and how much room he has, and his fail-safe is just get the ball out of the end zone if something goes horribly wrong. Gets the snap, gets the ball away. Not a good kick. That may have been partially blocked. It bounces at the 15, takes a Union bounce, and RPI downs it at the 11. There was a man in right in front of Burke, and he may have gotten part of that ball. It's tough to see. I'm on the 6th floor. That's the 2nd floor where the field is. It's tough to see, but I think somebody might have gotten a hand on that. So Union's got it at the RPI 11. Geez, on the replay, it's still tough to tell. It's real close. Great opportunity here with 5:26 to go in the first half. Union with the ball at the RPI 11. We are tied at 7. Union trying to quickly make that a very different score. Flanagan is going to hand off on first down. DJ Wright, 39 out there for Union. It is DJ Wright on the carry for the Garnet Chargers. Garnet Chargers down to the 8-yard line. Second down and 7, ball's at the 8-yard line. This is going to be handed off to the man running through the backfield. That was Tolbert, who came from the wideout position, ran into the backfield, took the carry, and he's going to be out at the 6. We've also got a flag on the play. .446 to go here in the first half. Union and RPI tied at 7. Dutchman with possession after RPI punted out of their own end zone. I think a partial block on the punt. Puts the ball at the 11. Holding against Union.
Number 13. 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay, second down.
As usual, cannot hear the calls here at the East Campus Stadium. Ball will go to the 18. So 2nd and 17 for Union. They've got it 3rd down on the scoreboard. It is 2nd down. 2nd and 17, ball's at the 18-yard line for the Garnet Chargers. Flanagan drops straight back, looking to throw, looking in the corner, and that's incomplete. Looking for Tolbert, but it was not catchable in bounds, certainly. And Union is now looking at a 3rd and 17 at the 18-yard line. To get the ball at the opposition 11, you need to get points, some sort of points. Union has 2 receivers on the left. Tolbert looks like he's alone on the right. Flanagan out of the shotgun. Throws and incomplete inside the 5-yard line. He had a receiver open. That was Isaiah Russell, was open inside the 5. But they didn't connect on where each one should be. And on 4th down, thanks to that holding penalty, a longer field goal now. So Gluck is going to come out to try the field goal. This will be a 35-yard attempt from the right hash, right-footed kicker. Snap, the ball's down, the kick is up. Is it? No good, no good. Missed it to the left. So Union got the ball at the 11, got pushed back to the 18. 35-yard field goal attempt missed, and we're still tied at 7 with 4:15 to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage was the 18, so the ball comes out to the 20 by rule for RPI. 1st and 10 for the Engineers at the 20-yard line. They need to fix the scoreboard, get the scoreboard updated on what's going on. And handoff, delayed handoff to White. White goes left, then he tries going up the middle, and he's going to get stopped around the 23-yard line. Under 4 to play in this first half as these teams are tied at 7. This is the 74th Dutchman Shoes Trophy game. The series dates back to the 1800s. The trophy was first handed out in 1950. But they started playing in the late 1800s between these two teams. There's a dispute over what their record is, and I think they're both wrong. So we'll talk about that later. Handoff goes to White on 2nd down. White gets at least to the 25, maybe the 26. In between the 26 and the 27. DeSilva back down there in the tackle again for Union. They'll put him at the 27-ish. 3rd down and 4. I agree with the scoreboard. 3rd down and 4, not 3rd down and 3. DiMatteo pass. That is complete. That'll be a 1st down for RPI. Kelly's got it. Crosses the 30. Gets up to the 34, and RPI moves the chains. So RPI 1st and 10 at their own 34. We have 2:42 to go in this first half. RPI and Union tied at 7. RPI White now pitches it to Nicholson. Back to DiMatteo. DiMatteo is going to throw for Kelly. He's got it. And Kelly's down on the Union side of the 50. He's all the way to the 44. So that was DiMatteo to White to Nicholson, back to DiMatteo, and downfield to Kelly at the 44. Now we're coming up on the 2-minute timeout, so we'll not see a snap again
as we've now hit the 2-minute timeout here at the East Campus Stadium. 7-all is your score, RPI versus Union.
Timeout. 2-minute timeout.
So I was mentioning there's a dispute over what the series record is, because Union claims a victory in the first game, and RPI says, no, we won, which is what was reported in the newspapers, that RPI won. So that's a post after the game declaration that it should have been us. So there's the first discrepancy. The second discrepancy is a game that RPI claims was played, but nobody seems to have any record of. They're claiming a win where there was no record of the win. So as a result, RPI claims 2 wins there, and Union saying, no, that didn't happen that way. So I have the record as 33 wins for RPI, 83 for Union, and 4 ties, which doesn't agree with either school. I can tell you the Liberty League record between these two schools in 28 games played is RPI 15 wins, Union 13 wins. And in the shoes, played since 1850, RPI has won 23 times, Union has won 50 times. And if you look, RPI's got 15 of the last 28, those are Liberty League games, but only 23 of the shoes games. Most of RPI's wins in this series have been coming since the 90s. RPI is going to get called for a false start as we're about to get ready for action on a 1st and 10. We've got flags coming out. They blew the play dead. False starts have been problematic for RPI all season.
False start. Offense, number 62, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So RPI is going to lose 5 yards back to the 49. And it'll be a 1st and 15. I was saying RPI's wins in this series have been coming since the 90s. Joe King took over the program in '89 and built a program that could make the postseason. Prior to that, RPI just didn't. And that's when the wins have been coming now against Union. Prior to that, it was a series that was heavily in favor of the then Dutchman, now Garnet Chargers. Union has crossed the line. Flag comes out. This is a free play. DiMatteo hits Kelly. Kelly's to the 30, and he's now down to the 25. And that was a free play for RPI. Union was in the neutral zone when the ball got snapped. So unless nope, they're not going to call RPI for that. That's a Union. That was Union going into the neutral zone. So they went over, talked about it, said, nope, Union was in there. Or we're still waiting for the call here, but the officials have not signaled to the players to go back the other way.
Offsides on the defense.
And now they signal offsides against Union. So RPI on the free play hits Kelly, and RPI gets it down to the 25. 1st and 10 RPI at the Union 25, tied at 7 with 1:54 to go in this first half. DiMatteo is under center. I don't see that a much. Handoff goes to White. White is going to go right, and he's going to get tackled, taken down by Dragilis at the 21. So 2nd down and 6 for RPI at the 21-yard line. Fake the handoff to White. Throw, looking for Nicholson, almost intercepted. Mitchell probably had a better shot at catching that before it hit the ground than Nicholson did. Would have been inside the 5 had it been a completion or interception, either way. RPI now they 3rd and 7 at the 22-yard line. Wind is in their favor at the moment if they had to try a field goal. RPI heavy to the right on this play. Flag comes out. Is that another false start against RPI? Yes, it is. Another false start against RPI. RPI's offense right now not helping themselves.
Start on the offense, number 62, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So that's Aiden Montero who got called for the last 2 false start penalties. Ball's out close to the 27 for a 3rd and 12. Al Shibley, the PA announcer, calls it 11. I think it's more like 12. Official timeout on the field. The Zebras just wanted to talk about something. 3 receivers to the left on 3rd down and 12 for RPI. White's going to leave the backfield, go to the right. Allison's a tight end on that side. Now White returns to the backfield. And he's going to leave the backfield. 4-man rush. Pass that's complete to Kelly. And he makes a nice move to the 25 and close to a 1st down. Still fighting. Forward progress has him near the line. It's close. I think he's a little bit short. They've got him at the 11, and he needed to make it between the 11 and the 10. So it's going to be 4th down RPI. Nice work by Kelly. Good move after the catch. He was nowhere close to that line after the catch. He made a nice move to his left, took 2 people out, and that got him about 5 yards there. Looking on the replay, the marker's actually at right near the 15. So he is definitely short, and we're going to get a timeout here at the East Campus Stadium.
Timeout, RPI.
RPI taking their first time out of this first half. 30 seconds are left. We're tied at 7 in the first half. As RPI is looking at a 4th and 1 at the 16. If I got the numbers, if I said the 11 before, I meant the 16. So they have to get down to the 15, basically. And they were just at the 16. I think Kelly was a little bit farther than the spot indicates, but I don't think he was still close. He still got the 1st down. Timeout is over with. 4th and 1 for RPI. DiMatteo will have White in the backfield. RPI's got 2 timeouts left, 30 seconds on the clock. Look over to the sidelines. Now White's going to shift to the right side. Snap. DiMatteo has it, and he's got the 1st down. He's inside the 16, or the 15, down close to the 14, so it'll be a 1st down for RPI. Clock stops while the chains move. Now it's starting. 22 seconds left in the half, tied at 7. RPI 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. DiMatteo throws over the middle to White. He's inside the 10, down to about the 7. And is RPI going to call a timeout? Yes, RPI calls a timeout with 12 seconds to go.
Timeout.
Coach Isernia rushing onto the field to make sure that timeout is called. So RPI with 1 timeout remaining. They'll have the ball at the 7-yard line. Barring an incomplete pass, you're thinking 2 plays here. You run a play, timeout, and then you have to think about it if you don't make the end zone. Reminder, this is WRPI Troy with Engineer Football from the East Campus Stadium in Troy, New York. Kurt Sutton on the call for you today. 12 seconds to go, first half. RPI and Union tied at 7, RPI threatening. What was a very quick first quarter has slowed down here in the second quarter. We're about average where games go right now. So RPI with 1 timeout left, 12 seconds on the clock at the Union 7-yard line. This is a 4 wideout formation. Nicholson's alone on the right. White's in the backfield. DiMatteo is looking left, over the middle, and incomplete. Looking for Allison. He was tied up with Sullivan. Now there's 8 seconds left. So now this is 3rd down, so they can run a 3rd down play if they don't get anything and the play isn't too long. They have time to call a timeout and try a field goal. So 3rd down and 2 for RPI. Looking for in the end zone again for Nicholson, and that pass misconnects. DiMatteo threw it towards the corner, and Nicholson was away from the corner. He had stopped before he got there. So there's 4 seconds left on 4th down, and RPI will send out the kicking team. So RPI still has a timeout left. Not that it's going to do them much good. This will be a 25-yard attempt. Ball's towards midfield, halfway towards midfield from the right hash. Merrick out to try the field goal. Snap, spot, kick is up, kick is good. Does that end the half? There's no time left on the clock. Teams are marching off the field, and that does it. A 25-yard field goal by Merrick ends the first half here in Troy, with RPI leading 10-7 over Union. First time RPI has had the lead in today's game. For Union, that was the 67-yard pass play in the second quarter from Flanagan to Rivera, and the kick made it Union 7-0. RPI tied it on the next possession. DiMatteo to Allison for 11 yards, and then now with the kick by Merrick, RPI is going into the locker room with a 3-point lead. Union will be getting the ball to start out the second half. Here at the East Campus Stadium, we're going to take a break and tell you what's going on in Liberty League football. There's a ceremony here. It's the 25th anniversary of the 1999 RPI undefeated regular season team, first team to make it to the NCAA tournament. So they're being honored here at the East Campus Stadium. Meanwhile, we're going to take a break, go over Liberty League football, and then we'll come back for the second half of the Dutchman Shoes Trophy game here in Troy. The score after one half of play, it is RPI 10 and Union 7. And you're listening to live coverage of Engineer football on 91.5 FM, WRPI Troy.
Let's give a warm welcome to the members of the 1999 RPI Engineer football team. Fans, 25 years ago, this team of engineers registered an undefeated 9-0 regular season, clinched their 3rd consecutive Liberty League title, and secured the first ever NCAA tournament appearance in the history of Rensselaer football. Now, they sported one of the best defenses in the country that season. They ranked 3rd nationally in scoring defense, 6th nationally in pass efficiency defense, 7th in rushing defense, and finished 1st in the NCAA in turnover margin. The 1999 team was led by Hall of Fame head coach Joe King, who guided the Engineers for 22 seasons and compiled an overall record of 152, 59-2. The 1999 defense broke the school record for most interceptions in a season with 27, including Chris Schwartz, NCAA leading 12 interceptions, which also set a new program high for a single season. The RPI offense finished the season averaging 36 points per game, with unit highlights including UCAA and ECAC Player of the Year Matt Robbins breaking the program record of 21 touchdown passes, and receiver Rich Bouquet grabbing an RPI record 12 touchdown passes. Fans, let's welcome back the Rensselaer 1995 RPI football team. You may remember that they also won the shoes that year. Head coach Joe King and the 1999 RPI football team. And now, fans, please direct your attention to the scoreboard area as one of the brand new excellent selections from Rensselaer Honda makes its way towards midfield. You can score a great deal with any of Honda's amazing automobiles just 1 mile east of ECAV Stadium at Rensselaer Honda, 770 Hoosick Road, Troy. Or visit online at getahonda.net. Come experience why Rensselaer Honda is simply better. Now, fans, please welcome the RPI dance team. The RPI dance team. Now we direct your attention to the midfield area and please welcome the RPI pep band and join them in singing the alma mater.
We are live with you once more here from the East Campus Stadium on the campus of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in Troy, New York, where it's the 74th version of the Dustman Shoes Trophy game. We are getting ready to start the second half, and the score after one half of play is RPI 10 and Union 7. My name is Kurt Studd. I'm bringing you all the action live today on 91.5 FM WRPI Troy. RPI teeing the ball up as they're going to be kicking off to start out this second half. Union won the toss, deferred. RPI will be kicking away, and Gray has the ball teed up at the 35-yard line. It'll be RPI going right to left, Union left to right across your radio dial in quarter number 3. Gray is set, and DiNardo is going to take it. And it's 5-yard line, 10, 15, into the middle of the field to the 20, and he'll get tackled short of the 25. And Union will be starting out, well, they might give him the 25. They're probably going to give him the 25 there. So Union will be starting at their own 25-yard line to start out this second half. RPI leading 10-7. Union's got a 67-yard touchdown reception by Rivera on the pass from Flanagan. RPI DiMatteo to Allison for 11 yards for their touchdown, and Merrick, as time expired in the first half, kicked a 25-yard field goal to put RPI up by 3. It's Union 1st and 10 at their own 25 to start out this third quarter. Flanagan wants to throw. He's going to go short, and Fiore gets hit, gets away from that. He's going to get a couple of yards. And RPI's trying to claim the ball was loose, but the line judge is coming in saying, no, the ball was down. So RPI's trying to claim a fumble here, but they're not going to win that argument.
The runner was ruled down on the play, second down.
So Fiore got it. Tough to tell on the replay. That was a lot closer than I thought it was watching it in real time, but it doesn't matter. There's no replay in Division III football. There will be no replay for that, and it is a Union gain of about 3 yards out to the 28-yard line. Second down and 7 for Union. Flanagan's going to run this one himself straight up the middle, and he's going to make it out to about the 34-yard line to set up a 3rd and 1. We'd like to thank the Rensselaer Union. They provide the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, and that includes WRPI's coverage of NGO football, hockey, and baseball. Also, WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org. And you can pick up our broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As long as we're sending something out over the airwaves, we'll provide it for you on that feed. That is WRPI.org. It'll be a 3rd and 1 for Union at their own 34. Two receivers on the right, one on the left. And now they're going to, Flanagan's going to keep it himself. He had a receiver go in motion. Flanagan's easily got the first down, wide open hole. He goes straight up the middle, and he's out to the 44-yard line. That'll be a Union first down. Union came into this half 23 plays, 131 yards of offense versus RPI's 41 plays, 244 yards of offense. Both averaging over 5 yards, both teams averaging over 5 yards a play. Third down, RPI 3 for 9, Union 1 for 5. Well, now they're 2 for 6. 10-7 RPI leads, 1st and 10 Union at the 44. Pass, that is complete. I think that's Rivera at the 40-yard line. It'll be in RPI side of the field. It is Rivera with the catch, and he's got it at the 39. And it'll be a first down for Union on RPI side of the field. Union moving the ball well to start out this second half. Out of town at the half, Ithaca and Cortland tied at 14. I mentioned during halftime that Ithaca needs a win and a lot of help to make the NCAA tournament. And Rivera cutting into the backfield will take the handoff. He gets caught from behind by Sicard, and he is stopped at the 37. So a pickup of 2. But that was kind of an abrupt stop there. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Union. At the RPI 37. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Union goes on the ground, and Fiore is going to get to the 35-ish. Call it 34. And Union going now for a 3rd down. They're 2 for 6. Two receivers to the left, 1 right. Fake the handoff to Fiore. Now a throw, looking downfield and knocked away by the D. Gorkowski on defense there for RPI. Got a hand on the ball, knocked it away from the intended receiver, and it falls incomplete. And now it'll be 4th down and 5 for Union at the 34-yard line. Looks like the offense is staying out there. This is too close to punt, too far to try a field goal. Crowd getting behind the D here. 4th down and 5 at the 34-yard line. 4 wide receiver formation. And RPI wanted a flag because Flanagan moved. They're not going to get one. Flanagan looking downfield, gets hit, loses the ball. Covered by RPI. Engineers have it at the 36. So it would have been if he hadn't lost the ball, he was probably going down on a tackle. The fumble kind of becomes irrelevant at that point. RPI's got it at 36 on their own side of the field. They stop Union on D. 10:54 to go here in the 3rd quarter. RPI leading Union 10-7. We'll call that the first turnover of the game as RPI's got the ball. Trying to make this a 2-score game. Allison shifts to the left as DiMatteo hands off to White on 1st down, breaks a couple of tackles, grabs a couple of guys with him, and he's going to get a 1st down, close to a 1st down. Dugitis was the person he basically took with him down the field for about 5 yards. And that'll be a 1st down for RPI out to the 46 on their own side of the field. 10.5 to go 3rd quarter. RPI leading 10-7 here at the East Campus Stadium in Troy. Sunny day, low 50s. Beautiful football weather for November. RPI is going to send Kelly in motion. They fake the pitch to Kelly, handoff to White. White makes a move, avoids a tackle, and gets ahead, and he's probably got another 1st down. That was a stellar run by White. Broke some tackles, made some moves, and if it's not a 1st down, it's short by inches. Are they moving? Yes, there go the chains. RPI's got the 1st down. 9:45 to go, 3rd quarter. 10-7 RPI leads. RPI puts 3 receivers on the left. They have a tight end on the right. Now Kelly goes in motion to the right. White is the running back. White takes the handoff, doesn't say anything to the right. This time he's not going to escape. Charles Johnson got him by a foot and just would not let go. And once he got a little bit of help, White found his way to the ground. So it's going to be a loss of 2 for RPI back to the Union 46-yard line. Out of town, they're nearing the end of the first quarter. Hobart's got a 13-0 lead on Rochester as Hobart looks to finish out a perfect Liberty League schedule on their way to an NCAA tournament game. Next week or the week after, still to be determined. DiMatteo looks like a quarterback draw. Looks like that was a design quarterback draw. Goes straight ahead, maybe gets a yard. I said week or the week after. The NCAA tournament's expanded to 40 teams, so there's 16 teams playing next week. And then everybody plays the week after that. The 8 winners and everybody else plays the week after that. So 24 teams will be getting byes in the first round. 16 teams will be playing. Who gets the byes, who keeps playing, to be determined. Hobart's right on the cusp, I think, of whether or not they're going to get a bye. 3rd down and 11 for RPI. DiMatteo has plenty of time, throws, looking for Allison, but that's off the mark. Allison was in double covered and throwing towards the sidelines, but it was out of play. He could not have caught that in bounds. So RPI, with a 4th and 11, they're going to send out the punt team. And again, Ithaca and Cortland tied at 14 going into the second half, and after 1 quarter, St. Lawrence and Buffalo State are tied at 7. Burke to kick, gets it away. Union's return man wants nothing to do with this, tells his team to run away from it, and it'll be downed at the 11-yard line. This will be Union's second possession as they start out at their own 11. 8:02 to go in the 3rd quarter. RPI leading Union 10-7 in the Dutchman Shoes game. .89 yards for Union to go here. 4 wide receiver formation. Flanagan fakes the handoff to Anderson, keeps it himself, goes left, and gets caught by the foot. And Von Tobel has him stopped after he gets to about the 17-yard line. Both teams coming in with losing records into today's game. And I was surprised the last time that happened. I didn't realize it, but it was 2016 was the last time that happened. RPI came in 4-5 into that game, and Union came in 3-6. It was identical records to what they have now. Flanagan pass, it goes right off the chest of Rivera. Bounced off his chest and goes out, just like Superman getting hit with a bullet. Just bounced right off and went back out again. So that was 2016, last time they both came in with losing records. RPI beat Union and then beat Maritime to end up 6-5 that year. For Union College, they finished at 3-7 that season. Flanagan fakes the handoff on 3rd down, plenty of room. He's got free to the 30-yard line, escapes a couple of tackles, 40, and to the 50, finally out of bounds. So Flanagan with a big run, gets out to the 49 of RPI, and that'll be a 1st down for the Garnet Chargers. .7:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 10-7, RPI is on top. Flanagan looks to throw on 1st down. He's got a man, that is complete. Ball comes loose, and they're going to say incomplete. They're going to say Russell did not have a completed pass there when the ball came loose, and it's an incomplete ruling on the field. Anthony D'Agostino is irate out there that he didn't get, the fumble recovery didn't happen. But again, this isn't going to be reviewed. We can look at it. Oh, I got to tell you, that looked like a reception to me. I think he had the ball. He made 2 steps and a turn. I think RPI. I really think that was a reception and a fumble. But it goes into the book as incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Flanagan fakes the handoff. He's going to get caught for a loss. He's back on his own 49-yard line, and he's caught for a loss on 2nd and 10. It'll be 3rd and about 12. So I was referencing the 2016 season RPI. They were 5-5 and got a bowl game. It is possible if you're at 500 to get a bowl game. RPI's done it, but they did not apply this year, so they won't be getting one. 3rd down and 12 for Union. 2 receivers each side. Flanagan's got plenty of time to throw a pass. That is complete and not a first down. It was complete to Tolbert near the 45. He gets up ahead to about the 41, but they needed to get to the 39 for a first down. Fourth and 2, and Union's going to keep the offense out there. Four-receiver formation. Looks like Anderson in the backfield. Flanagan fakes the handoff to Anderson. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Sicard got him, and that's a turnover on downs by Union. Ball at the RPI 44. Union turns it over on downs. (10-7), RPI leads, 5:41 to go, 3rd quarter. Kelly goes in motion, RPI 1st and 10. DiMatteo hands off to White. White makes his way through to the 50. Another good run by White. And he's down to the Union 47. So White, with a net 84, might not be counting that one on the live stats. It does not. So White's closing in on 100 yards rushing today. 2nd down. DiMatteo fakes the handoff to White, looking downfield for Kelly in a crowd. Where's the ball? He's got it. He's got it down near the 5-yard line. There were 3 guys around him, and he's not the tallest guy out there. I didn't think there was a way the ball would get to him. But it did, and RPI's got it at the 6. 1st and goal to 6 for RPI, up 10-7 here. White takes it, goes left, and runs it in untouched. 16-7, RPI leads with 4:27 to go, 3rd quarter. Merrick out to try the extra point. Snap, ball's down, kick is up. It is good. (17-7), RPI leads. So that was a 41-yard pass reception by Kelly. Down to the 6-yard line to set up White's 6-yard run to put RP up by 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. 17-7, they've got the lead on Union. RPI trying to win the shoes back. They have the Transit Trophy. They defeated WPI earlier this year convincingly. They have the Shot Glass Trophy because they don't play Coast Guard anymore, and RPI won the last game between those two, so they've got that one. So ever since then, RPI always has one of the 3 trophies because they have, at this point, de facto permanent possession of the Shot Glass Trophy. And now they're trying to win back the Dutchman shoes. So Ithaca has taken a 17-14 lead in the third quarter on Cortland. Cortland, number 2 in the nation in most of the polls. They are in the NCAA tournament. They won the Empire 8. That's done. They're in. It's just a question of where they're seated. Ithaca, as I mentioned before, they need a win and a lot of help to get their NCAA power index into the range where they would get picked as an at-large. Kickoff goes inside the 10-yard line. Taken by DiNardo. DiNardo to the 20, 25, and he's going to be out near the 30. So RPI up by 10, Union with the ball. Flag on the play. That's out in the middle of the field. And I think RPI signaling it's against Union, but Brian Finn, the referee, will give us the official signal.
During the return, blocking the back, number 45, 10 yards from the end of the run, first down, Union.
So it's a block in the back against the Garnet Chargers, and that will back up Union. Instead of having it near the 30, they will have it farther back. The Union crowd on the far side has made their way back to the stands. This has probably happened many times before, but I hadn't noticed, but they tailgate in the parking lot that's right near the stand. So they can just exit the stands during halftime, go straight to where they're tailgating, grab some food or whatever, and then return to the stands very quickly. Probably they've been doing that all the years they've been here. I just never noticed it. So the ball will be placed at the 20-yard line. I guess they're going to say the illegal use of the hands occurred right around the time the tackle occurred, because the ball would have been around the 30. So 1st and 10 for Union at their own 20, down by 10 with 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Flanagan wants to throw. Can't find anybody. He's going to run with it. Puts the ball down, and he's going to run out of bounds. Looks like he's short of a first down, but not by much, by about a yard maybe, as he goes out of bounds on the Union side of the field. That's quite a horn going on there. 2nd down and 1 for Union. 3 wideouts. Flanagan hands off. I think it's Fiore in the backfield right now. And he's going to get pushed back, but the forward progress may have gotten him a first down. That is Fiore. Because the officials are moving. The officials were standing at the 30, and the chains are moving, so that's a first down for Union. 3.5 to go here, third quarter. RPI 17, Union 7. Hobart has increased their lead against Rochester, now 20-0 in the second quarter. 1st and 10, Union at their own 30. Fiore gets the handoff, hit behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to get pushed back. Rappioli, first person there for RPI, and that's going to be a loss of about a yard for the Garnet Chargers. Crowd kind of calms down now. 2nd and 11. Union with the 3 wide out formation. Flanagan a little trouble with the snap. Gets it. Pass to Fiore. That's complete. Fiore is forced out at the 33. Bumped out by Garrett. And so Union in a 3rd and long. They are 3 of 9 on 3rd down. RPI is 3 of 10. It's not been a very good 3rd down game. 27 at the 33. Flanagan looked right, looked left, throws incomplete over the middle. Donnelly was his intended receiver. And so the Dutchman will send out the punt team. Haul out the punt, fourth punt of the game for Union. Good snap, gets it away, no problem. Nice kick. And Kelly's going to let this bounce. It goes out of bounds. So it'll be out of bounds at the 26-yard line on RPI side of the field. .152 to go in the third quarter. RPI 17, Union 7. RPI has scored on 3 of their last 5 possessions going back to the second quarter. First and 10 RPI at their own 26. Kelly in motion, stops near the line of scrimmage, handoff to Ming, who's in the backfield now, and Ming's going to get hit for a loss back to the 25. RPI just looking to keep the ball and move it downfield some here. The game's definitely not over, although it is going rapidly as both teams, not a lot of incomplete passes, both teams doing a lot of rushing. Second down and 11. DiMatteo pass, that is complete. Is that Allison who's got it near the 30-yard line? It's Allison or Cruz? Allison on the reception for RPI. So it'll be third down and 7 at the 29-yard line for RPI. So we're nearing the end of the third quarter here in Troy. RPI leading 17-7. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The 3 receivers on the left are bunched. DiMatteo throws over the middle. That is complete and won't be a first down. Nicholson's really trying hard, but he didn't get there. He was just across the 35, had to get to the 36. He really was trying to push those defenders back, but he could not. And so it'll be fourth down and 1, but RPI does not have to run a play here. So RPI is going to wait, and they'll talk this one over. As 3 quarters are finished here in Troy at the East Campus Stadium, and RPI has a 17-7 lead on Union. White with a 6-yard run with 4:27 to go in the third quarter, and Merrick's kick. That's all the scoring in the second half so far. As RPI has an opportunity to talk over their situation, their fourth down situation, before the fourth quarter starts. Out of town, Cortland has now taken a 21-17 lead on Ithaca in the third quarter. St. Lawrence in the second quarter has a 14-7 lead on Buffalo State. And Hobart in the third quarter, last we have, they have a 20-0 lead on Rochester. Yeah, it'll be 20-0. Hobart only got 13 points in the first quarter. That was 7. The refereeing with the extra point was the last scoring play in that game. So 20-0, Hobart leads Rochester in the second quarter. Here it is again, 17-7, RPI on top. And Burke is coming out to punt on fourth down. It'll be RPI going left to right, Union right to left across your radio dial in this fourth quarter. So it looks like Leonard is back to receive this kick about his own 30. Burke kicks it over Leonard's head, and then it's going to take a Union bounce briefly. RPI touches it at around the 24. I think it went off the leg of one of the RPI players. So Union's going to have it between the 20 and the 25. Where are they going to put it? Right at the 24-yard line. So that's where Union will start out. 14:51 to go, fourth quarter. Union trailing by 10. Dutchman with a 5 wide out formation. They need Garnet Chargers with a 5 wide out formation. They need scores. Pass. Rivera complete to the 30, and he gets hit, and he gets a yard before he got hit by Borkowski. So he'll be out to the 31. Again, it is the Garnet Chargers for Union. They changed last academic year was their first year under the new name. Nickname. Whether this is positive or negative, I will allow the Union community to decide that. That is not my call. Flanagan throws on, taken down, intercepted by the Engineers. Taken away by RPI. D'Agostino inside the 30 on the INT, down near the 27-yard line. Second turnover by Union in today's game. D'Agostino picks off Flanagan. D'Agostino looks like the intended receiver there. I think Flanagan was trying to hit a player on a crossing route and was behind him. I think that's what the problem was. That was mistimed or whatever, but it was behind him and it went right to D'Agostino. So RPI has it, Union side of the field. At the 27 for a 1st and 10. RPI already up 17-7. Looking to turn this turnover into points. DiMatteo hands off to White. White avoids a couple of guys, and he's going to get down inside the 25. He'll be at the 24-yard line. So a fumble by Union, that's the first turnover. That was actually on 4th down, so Union was going to end up turning it over anyway on the tackle. And now an interception. The interception could be costly here if RPI can put points on the board. There's 13:40 left to go in the game. Second down and 7 for RPI. DiMatteo throws over the middle. That's caught inside the 10. RPI will be getting it 1st and goal at the 5 as Kelly with the reception. It was his reception that set up the previous touchdown by White in the 3rd quarter as he set up, and that was down to the 6-yard line. This one goes to the 5. 1st and goal for RPI at the 5. Giving him to White. White goes to the left, and he goes in untouched again. And RPI's got a 23-7 lead on Union with 13 minutes to go. Merrick out to try the extra point. Snap, ball's down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 24-7 is the lead now in RPI's favor. So the 2 touchdowns this half, both set up with receptions by Kelly inside the 10, followed immediately by White getting the ball and running left in untouched for the TD.
Good ball. Personal foul, number 10 on the kicking tee. That'll be assessed on the kickoff.
So RPI is getting called for a personal foul, apparently after the score, after the point after. And so that 15 yards will be put on the kickoff. And RPI should be kicking off from the 20. All the scoring counts, though. It is 24-7 RPI on top here. So the horns you're hearing, if you're not here, they are the same horns they handed out at hockey games, the Big Red Freakout, that they can't hand out anymore. They can't give free noisemakers as gifts to the crowd. That's what we're hearing here. It's those same type of horns. So RPI has to kick off from the 20 after the personal foul penalty. Kick is away, good kick. DiNardo is going to let it go out of bounds. So Union will take it at the 35-yard line. Union has not had stellar field position except the one time they got it at RPI's 11 after the punt and missed the field goal. Other than that, twice at the 35 on kicks out of bounds, once at the 31, and everything else has been 25 or back. So they've been starting on their own side of the field. RPI also a little bit better. 3 times they've got it in the 40s, once at the 39, once at the 36, and of course the last drive, the 27 after the interception. So RPI has started out with somewhat better field position, although their best start is not equal to Union's best start, and RPI turned their best start into 7, and Union didn't get anything out of their best start.
Correction on the placement due to the previous foul. That'll now be marked at the 50-yard line. The 50-yard line.
So my mistake in saying 35, it's the 50. You get the ball 30 yards from where the kickoff occurred, not the 35, the 50, since it was kicked off from the 20. So Union will start out good field position, 50-yard line. Second best start for them this day. After all this, we still have 13 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. RPI leading Union 24-7. Four wide receiver formation for Flanagan. Handoff goes to Fiore. Goes right and goes right into the arms of Garrison. And Garrison makes the tackle. No, not Garrison. Sorry, that was Boland. Owen Boland on the tackle for RPI. Right into his arms at the 50-yard line. So no gain for Union on first down. Just a reminder, this is WRPI Troy with Engineer Football from the East Campus Stadium. RPI leading 24-7. Second down, Flanagan throws, and that is complete. And that'll be a first down to the 31-yard line. Dan Quinn on the reception for Union. Runs out of bounds at the 31. Chains go downfield. Union 3 scores down. Coming in at 3-6, trying to not just make 4-6, but trying to go off on a high note, winning the rivalry game at the end of the season. First and 10, Union at the 31. Flanagan throws towards the sidelines, and that's incomplete and off target. Off target and incomplete, I should say. Tolbert was the intended receiver on the far sideline. Union now with a second down and 10 at the RPI 31. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Flanagan looking right, doesn't see anything, starts running with the ball. Now he's going to throw, and is that caught in bounds? I think it was Tolbert who's got it. Yeah, he's got it at the 17, at the 18. He got 1 foot down before he hit out of bounds. So 1st and 10 Union at the RPI 18, 11:50 to go, 4th quarter. RPI leading 24-7. Flanagan throwing towards the end zone, and that's incomplete. Corrigan was the intended receiver. He might have been throwing towards the pylon. I don't think that was catchable in bounds. This is the 3rd trip to the red zone for Union today. One touchdown pass. Oh, the snap goes over Flanagan's head. He's got to race back, gets it, picks it up. Now he's going to throw the ball looking end zone, and that's going to get knocked away. Diego Fernandez knocks it away from the intended receiver. And Flanagan had to race back and get that one. Opted to pick it up instead of falling down on it. Now there's a flag coming out very late. I'm not sure what this is. This was Fernandez was walking. This is where Fernandez and Rapioli were walking together, and I didn't see a Union player there unless somebody had walked up right prior to that and said something or did something. This was a very late flag. It was on the side of the field where the pass was. So I don't know if this was somebody saying something. It looks like they're going to mark this off against Union. No, don't go to the bank on that with me. Don't go to the bank. Now this might be going against RPI. The umpire is facing RPI's direction.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. Defense, number 42.
So Fernandez is going to get called for unsportsmanlike conduct.
First down.
That might be a mouthing off. So that turns a 3rd down into a 1st down, and it's 1st and goal at the 9 for Union. 11:38 to go, 4th quarter. RPI 24, Union 7. 1st and goal for the Garnet Chargers. Flanagan drops back, throws it to the end zone as he was about to get hit, and that goes incomplete. Colt Holbert, the intended receiver, but he wasn't really near it. Union comes up to the line for a 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and goal, pardon me, at the 9. Scoreboard now finally has it. 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. Flanagan looking into the corner, and that is incomplete. Quinn was the intended receiver. Garrett got in the way on D. And Union now in a 3rd and goal at the 9. They've got it at the 10 on the scoreboard. That is wrong. The ball's at the 9. Union is 3 for 10 on 3rd downs today. They're 0 for 2 on 4th down also, if you're curious. 3rd down play. Flanagan's looking left. He's got room to run. He's heading towards the end zone. Now he's going to run out of room as he's going to push out by Frederick around the 6-yard line. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 6, and now that they are 0 for 2 on 4th down comes into play. And we've got an injured Union player. So we will have an official timeout on the field. 11:21 to go here in the 4th quarter. RPI leading Union 24-7 as Union is looking at a 4th and goal from the 6. It's late in the 2nd quarter. Hobart still has a 20-0 lead in Rochester. Late in the 2nd quarter, 19-7. St. Lawrence now leads Buffalo State. That's the battle to avoid last place. And they're going into the 4th quarter. Cortland leading Ithaca 21-17. Here it's 4th and goal at the 6 for Union, and they are sending out Gluck to try a field goal. And the officials were surprised as well. They were not in position for a field goal. They expected the offense to come out. They were not in position. They had to hold off. Now the snap. Ball's down, blocked. RPI blocks the kick. Union's going to cover it around the 24, and a blocked kick ends up no points for Union. Condemi, the holder for Union, had to race back and cover that ball before RPI could pick it up and run it the other way. So Union's been on RPI side of the field 6 times in their 10 drives, but only 7 points to show for it. RPI gets the ball at the recovery of the block kick. That's the 23-yard line on their own side of the field. 11:15 to go in the fourth quarter. RPI leading 17-7. White on the carry on first down. He's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So can RPI chew up some clock here? They're actually going to give him about a yard, maybe 2. Closer to the 25 on that rush. As the clock is moving and RPI is in no big hurry to run plays right now. Single receivers each side, 2 men in the backfield for RPI. DiMatteo hands off to, I think that's Ming in the backfield now, and he's going to get stopped about at the 27-yard line. Ming is usually easy to identify from when he's walking away, not just the number, but his hair starts covering parts of the number. Under 10 to play here in the fourth quarter. RPI up 24-7 as they are looking at a 3rd down and 7-ish. About 3rd and 6. DiMatteo between 2 backs. Handoff goes to Buckley. Buckley finds a hole to the 30, and he's got a first down as he gets to the 35. So the senior, Christian Buckley, in there to run the ball. Gets the first down, and RPI can work some more clock off. $9:15 to go, fourth quarter. RPI leading 24-7 over Union. Single receivers each side. Slot man on the left, 2 backs. DiMatteo hands off, and Ming is caught in the backfield. And that'll be a loss of yards. De Silva, one of the 2 people in and on the tackle. Again, he's got over 100 tackles this year. Easily leading the Union the Union Garnet Chargers on defense. Play clock's coming up on 30 seconds. RPI just allowing the play clock to go along. Some of the least interesting aspects of football, waiting around for the snap when you don't really want to snap the ball. RPI on 2nd down and 12. That's a run up the middle. That's going to get them about a yard. RPI will be in a 3rd and long situation as they're still unpiling this. So Ming's run only gets RPI about a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 11. And RPI is 4 of 12 on 3rd downs today. Three wide receiver formation. They'll abandon the 2 back setup As what are they going to do? They're going to give it to Ming. Ming's going to run with the ball, and Ming's going to get to the 39. That's as far as he's going to get. It'll be under 7 minutes to go. Closer to 6.5 to go before RPI has to punt this ball. So RPI got the ball with 11:15 to go in the game, and they're going to punt it. They're going to waste almost 5 minutes, which isn't bad. RPI with a 3-score lead, 24-7. Burke is out to kick. Gets the snap, boots it away. Leonard signals for a fair catch, and he'll have it at the Union 22-yard line. We have 6:20 to go in today's game. RPI 24, Union 7. So at the 22 for Union. They've got all 3 timeouts, but they need 3 scores. 4 wideout formation. Flanagan rolls to his right. Looking downfield. Can he find somebody? No. That was along the sidelines. Russell was the intended receiver. But well defensed. I'm not sure he could have caught it in bounds. So 6:15 to go as the clock stops on the incomplete pass. Second down, Flanagan looking downfield, under pressure. Bolin grabs him. It's thrown and it's incomplete. If that is a catch. It went to the feet of Anderson, bounced off his feet, and goes incomplete. So that is an incomplete pass, as Bolin was about to take Flanagan to the ground as he got rid of the ball. Third down and 10 for Union at their own 22. Crowd cheering on the Engineer defense. Flanagan looking right all the way, pass wide open. That is complete, and that is Tolbert. He's got a first down. Caught it around the 35. He's going to get up to the 39, and Union's got a first down. So that quiets everybody. Union's got it at their own 39, but time is not on their side. We're down to 5:45 to go, fourth quarter. 24-7. RPI leads Union in the Dutchman Shoes game. Flanagan on first down, looking downfield and throws, and has he got a man? Is he inbounds? Yeah, no, out of bounds. They're going to say out of bounds on the reception. Well, not the reception. That was Russell along the sideline. He did not get 2 feet down. Coach is arguing, but again, nobody's reviewing this. Tough to tell from the replay exactly when he got caught and what foot was down. Okay, his right foot hit first, and it looks like it might have been on the line. So I think that was a good call by the official. Second down and 10 at the 39-yard line for Union. Flanagan looking straight down the middle, rolling to his right. Now he's got to run with the ball. He's to the 45, to the 50, and he's going to do a quasi-slide. And he's going to be down to 49-yard line. Kind of slid hip first. He hit the ground, so he hit the ground and it's over. It's not as if, once you hit the ground, the play's dead. It's not as if they have to touch you here. So first down for Union at the RPI 49-yard line. Coming up on 5 to play. Union trailing 24-7. Flanagan's pass, that is complete. Yes, that is complete on the far side to Corrigan. And Corrigan's down to the 36. So clock is still running. 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Union down by 17. They're now at the RPI 36-yard line. Flanagan has time, throws, and that is complete to Russell. And Russell's kind of tripped up by Fernandez, and he's going to be inside the 20. Russell is down to the 13. So Union moving downfield, clock running. 4:15 to go in the game, 24-7 RPI on top. Union has the 1st and 10 at the RPI 13-yard line. Few passes in a row strung together by Union, and they're in the red zone. They're looking in the corner, and that's going to be incomplete. Looking for Rivera in the near corner. He was in single coverage, but they couldn't make the connection. So that finally stops the clock. It had been running for a long time. 4:04 to go in today's game. It's taken Union 2 minutes and 16 seconds to get to this point. Three receivers on the right, one on the left. It's Tolbert alone on the left. Fiore is in the backfield. Flanagan out of the shotgun on 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line. Has to roll out to his right. Now he's got to run with the ball, and he's going to get caught at the 7. We have D'Agostino on the tackle there, and there's an injured RPI player, so that will stop the clock with 3:50 to go.
Timeout
In this 4th quarter.
for an injury. Please set the play clock
So
to
24-7 RPI on top. Boland, it looks like, is the injured
clock.
RPI player. It's Owen Boland, a sophomore. Actually, there's 2 injured players. There's another RPI player at the 5 who's having difficulties. It looks like Von Tobel. Yes, he's going to come off. He's going to have to come off. They were both hurt. So both players are going to have to make their way off the field. Third down and 3. Ball's at the 6-yard line for Union. Down by 17, 3:50 to go. 4 wide receivers. Fiore in the backfield with Flanagan. Flanagan looking left. He had 3 receivers on that side. Throws that side, and that's incomplete. Threw behind Rivera, and now it's 4th down. I have to think you go for it here. There's 3:40 on the clock. You still want to win this game. You don't know if you're going to get this close again. If you kick here, you've got to make it all the way down twice. So the offense is going to stay out there on 4th and 3 at the 6-yard line. Oh for 2 on 4th down. Flanagan throws, incomplete. Union turns it over on downs with 3:37 to go. The last 2 drives for Union ended at the 6. They're actually going to call this the 7. All right, so I had that wrong. They ended the previous drive at the 6, this one at the 7. No points. There was a blocked field goal, and now did not convert on 4th down. So DiMatteo is out there with the offense. White in the backfield. RPI 1st and 10 at their own 7. Looking to seal this one. If they can get a 1st down, move it downfield, get it out of trouble. White takes the carry to the 10, to the 15, and he's got a 1st down. White's out to the 18-yard line, and that'll move the chains, and that gives RPI some room. 3:20 left to go in the 4th quarter here in Troy. RPI 24 at Union 7. Union's got all their timeouts. Will they end up using them? As RPI, again, running that play clock down under 5. Ran it down to about 3 that time. Handoff in a crowd, and this is going to get RPI about 2 yards out to the 20, and Union's going to take a timeout. So White got about 2 yards on that, and Union takes their first time out of the second half.
First time out of the second half.
2:40 on the clock. RPI 24, Union 7. RPI with 382 yards in total offense, Union with 332. Passing yards, 241 for RPI, 236 for Union. I mean, that's pretty close right there. Rushing yards are where the off-balance occurs. RPI is about 155 right now. It's not updated through RPI's drive here. Union 96. Second down and 8 for RPI at the 20-yard line. 2:42 to go. White takes the handoff, caught from behind, and that'll be a loss of yards. And it was Jordan Black. Caught him from behind. RPI, well, maybe they got back to the line of scrimmage at best.
Union, that's their second timeout.
And Union uses their second timeout, by my count, as RPI is going to be looking at a 3rd and 10. So the RPI lost 2 yards on that play. They backed it up. They were 2nd and 8 to now 3rd and 10. So a loss of 2 on Black's tackle there. But Union is running out of timeouts and running out of time. Assuming RPI keeps it on the ground here on 3rd down, forces Union to use a timeout. They'll get the ball back with 2.5 to go, needing 3 scores and no timeouts. So 3rd and 10 for Union. RPI, pardon me. Ball's on the 18-yard line, and DiMatteo is going to get tackled. And that's a sack, and he's not overly upset about that. De Silva got him for the sack. And Union's going to take a timeout. What DiMatteo did not want to do was to throw the ball and have an interception. He wanted the Union to be forced to take the timeout. So going down on the sack in that circumstance is not the worst thing. RPI will be punting from the end zone again, but Union now out of timeouts and 2:35 on the clock here in Troy, and Union is trailing 24-7. Elsewhere, they're 8:46 to go. Cortland leads Ithaca 21-17. They're at the half. St. Lawrence against Buff State 19-15. Buff State has fighting back in that one. And they're also at the half. Hobart has a 20-0 lead on Rochester. So Burke is going to kick. Nobody back for Union. They're going for the block here. Burke kicking from his end zone, gets the snap, kicks it away, and this is going to bounce around for a while as RPI is going to track this down as it keeps taking an RPI roll, and they're trying to blow it forward with their hands. They're just trying to wave it forward. It'll be at the 43-yard line for Union. 2:23 to go in today's game. 24-7 RPI on top. Union's got it at their own. What was I about to say? Their own 43. So no timeouts left. Union needs 3 scores. At the 43-yard line. Flanagan with 4 wideouts. Anderson stays in to block. Flanagan passed. Holbert, that is complete, and he's out of bounds at the 43. So that will be a first down. Union does get the timeout on the 2-minute timeout. So the clock starts up once again. Flanagan on first down, under pressure, gets away from all of that. He's going to run with it to the 40. And he stays on his feet, and he's forced out at the 34. So that'll bring us to the 2-minute timeout at the East Campus Stadium. RPI 24, Union at 7.
2-minute timeout.
That's the, unless RPI takes a timeout or there's an injury, that is the last timeout Union's going to have today. Not giving up on this one, but it's a pretty big climb right now for the Garnet Chargers. Under 2 minutes, the timing rules change. Clock will stop on first downs now. Second and 1, Union. Ball at the RPI 34. And Flanagan going backwards, throws the ball as he's going down, and that's an intentional grounding call against Union. The only person near him was an offensive lineman. He is not eligible. So was he tackled before the throw, or did he throw, and is this a grounding? They're having a deeper discussion here than I think they would normally have. I didn't see an eligible receiver near him, and he was certainly still in the tackle box. Or maybe not.
There is no flag for intentional grounding as the quarterback's knee was down. Third down.
So they're saying no intentional
the game
grounding.
Clock will start on my whistle.
But I'm not sure why. So I think they're saying he was sacked. Yes, that's what they said. They said he was down, therefore there's no intentional grounding, so the clock immediately started. Flanagan throws incomplete on what was now third down. And let me go back to that play. The question is, I even asked it myself, he threw the ball, but was he already down when he threw it? And that is what they decided. He was already down before he threw the ball, therefore you can't have intentional grounding if you're already down. So they placed the ball and then started the clock once the ball was placed to indicate that the previous play was a tackle in the field of play. So now it's fourth down and 14 for Union. Ball's at the 47-yard line. 1:43 on the clock. If Union doesn't get a first down here, this is the game. Flanagan drops straight back. Looking for a lot of yards on the far side of the field, and that's incomplete, and Union turns it over on downs at the RPI 47. 1:36 left to go. RPI is going into victory formation. That is the third time that Union's turned it over on downs. And theoretically fourth if you count it when they fumbled on fourth down. Now we have another discussion. And I don't know what this one's about. They're going over talking to John Drock, the head coach for Union. RPI's offense is out there. So whatever they're talking about here, I don't think Union is going to be happy with what the determination is. So there's 1:36 on the clock. RPI's got the ball. They're in victory formation. The Union coaches are packing up to my right. So this is it. I mean, that makes it official right there. DiMatteo drops back, takes a knee. Union cannot stop the clock. They'll have to take 2 more knees in order to end this. Yeah, I mean, once the assistant coaches pack up and walk away, that's it. Game's over. So we're coming up on 1 minute to play in today's game. 24-7, RPI leading. Just a matter of taking a couple of knees here. This is the second down knee. And now we're just waiting for the clock to get down inside 40 seconds, which will be soon. And it is. And so 1 more knee, and that'll be it. DiMatteo drops back, and that's all. Teams are going to line up for the handshakes. RPI regains control of the shoes with what will be officially soon a 24-7 victory here at the East Campus Stadium. Three, 2, 1. It's done here in Troy. 24-7, RPI wins over Union. As the celebration this weekend, the 25th anniversary of the 1999 undefeated regular season team, went to the NCAA tournament. RPI picks up a win here against Union in the Dutchman Shoes game. They have all their trophies under their control and finish with a 500 record. Managed to win. They were 3-5, picked up wins against Buffalo State last week and Union today to finish out the season 5-5. A tough season if you're RPI. You certainly want that Rochester game back. The couple of minutes in the Endicott game that switched it from a lead to a deficit, you probably want back. There's just a few things here and there that RPI would have liked back. I think they were. The record says 5-5, and as Bill Parsall says, your record is what you are. You are what your record is. They are a 5-5 team, but it's a team that wasn't far away from maybe being 7-3, or even 8-2. Just a couple of plays here and there in some games put them on the wrong side of scores. For Union, a tough game to. A tough season, 3-7 this year after an NCAA tournament appearance and making it to the second round last year. And I'm pretty sure that's not what the Garnet Charger fans were expecting. Certainly not what they're hoping for, and certainly not what they were expecting. And they played tough today. This game was by no means easy for RPI. Buffalo State last week, Union this week. Union was definitely the tougher of the two teams, but I think the big difference in RPI's play from last week to this week is that there were no turnovers. There were 4 turnovers by RPI last week that maybe made it a little bit more difficult, especially until the fourth quarter when RPI broke it open. They didn't make those differences. They didn't make those mistakes today. There were no turnovers by RPI today. Sure, they got stopped on drives, but they didn't give up the ball. And Union did a few times. And that, maybe in the end, that was just the difference between these two teams here today, is that Union a few too many mistakes. As they are singing the fights on here at RPI. Maybe a few too mistakes, few too many mistakes by Union, and it resulted in RPI 24-7 win over the Dutchmen. So that's the final game for both of these teams. As again, Union not eligible for the postseason. They don't apply for the ECACs anyway because they're on trimesters. It comes during finals or go to the NCAA. So that's ECAC. RPI did not apply for an ECAC game, so this is their final game as well. And the season ends here today with an RPI 24-7 victory over the Union Garnet Chargers. Time to run down the scoring for you in today's game. Union got on the board first. There was no scoring in the first quarter. Second quarter, 13:23 left to go in the first half. It was Flanagan to Rivera, 67 yards. The big play, the best play by Union. 67-yard touchdown reception. Gluck's kick made it 7-0 Union. RPI answered back on the next drive. 10:09 to go in the second quarter. DiMatteo to Allison for 11 yards. Merrick's kick tied it at 7. And then RPI went ahead to stay as time expired at the end of the second quarter. Merrick hit a 25-yard field goal, and RPI went into the locker room up 10-7. Third quarter, RPI got the only score, 4:27 left to go. White with a 6-yard run. Merrick's kick made it 17-7 RPI. And then in the fourth quarter with 13 to go, White with a 5-yard run. Merrick's kick made it 24-7 in RPI's favor. That would be the final score today. RPI 24, Union 7. RPI with the win improves to 5-5 overall, 3-3 in the conference. They will finish third. They will either be alone in third or tied with Rochester if Rochester comes back to beat Hobart. Right now Hobart's up by 3 scores in that one. And Union falls to 2-4. They will be fourth in the league in a tie, probably with Hobart if they don't beat Rochester, and the winner of the Buffalo State-St. Lawrence game. So they're going to finish 2-4 in the conference. Union 3-7 overall. Neither team headed anywhere next week. The season is over for both teams. So Engineers of the game on offense as the season ends. You've really got 3 people who played that are going to pop up at you when you look at the score sheet. So they're going to share it on offense. Anthony DiMatteo on quarterback, 17 for 25, no interceptions, 1 touchdown, 241 yards. He had to step in last week. Kazagnowski was injured, couldn't go. It was a game. He was out in Buffalo. They decided right before the game he couldn't go. DiMatteo took a lot of snaps in practice that week. Again, this week, I talked to Coach during the week. It was expected that he would be able to go. Kazagnowski, he couldn't. He was on crutches before the game, and then DiMatteo got the call, and he definitely an improvement over the previous game. He played well against Buffalo State, but no turnovers here, and he did a really good job. Also on offense, Sean Kelly, 9 receptions, 149 yards, and he set up, basically his receptions got inside the 10 for the 2 touchdowns in the second half. And then finally, White, the running back for RPI, Caden White, with 125 net 120 yards on 23 attempts, 5.2 yards per carry average. So it'll be DiMatteo, Kelly, and White, my offensive engineers of the game. Defensive engineers of the game, Anthony Agostino. He's been picked a lot this year. He's getting it again. He was second in tackles today with 8, but he got that interception. You got to love an interception out there. And DiAgostino picking off Union at a critical time, and that led to a touchdown for RPI. In this game, it was 24-7. It was a closer game than 24-7 for a lot of this. And that was a key interception to get RPI 7 points and increase the lead. So DiAgostino is my defensive engineer of the game. That is all for us for football today and for this season. Before we head out, I'd like to thank the Rensselaer Union. They provide the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, and that includes WRPI's coverage of engineer football, hockey, and baseball. Also, WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org, and you can pick up our broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As long as we're sending something out over the air, we'll provide it for you on that feed. That is WRPI.org. I would like to thank Parker back at the station for inboarding today's game. I would like to thank everybody who's inboarded football games this year. Sometimes it's Saturday afternoon, not necessarily the place you want to be, in the basement of a building, inboarding a game. We really appreciate it, and the fans appreciate it too, that we can get the games out to you. And also I appreciate the show before football that runs from 10 to noon on Saturdays. Many times they are the people hooking us up. And the gentlemen running those shows, I greatly appreciate your assistance as well in making sure we get these games out over the air. So I'm Kurt Stutt, and it's been a pleasure to bring you the games this season, and I would like to thank you, all the listeners out there, for following RPI football and following us here, bringing you the games on WRPI and RPI TV. I neglect to mention when I'm on RPI TV that RPI TV is also there. They presented the trophy to the engineers out there on the field, as RPI is now in possession of the Dutchman Shoes Trophy. All 3 trophies will be in the case in the athletic village here at RPI. Shot Glass, Transit, and now the Dutchman Shoes will be back in Troy. So that's going to do it here from the East Campus Stadium on the Troy campus of RPI. The final score in the 74th edition of the Dutchman Shoes Trophy game, it was RPI 24, and Union 7. And you've been listening to live coverage of Engineer football on 91.5 FM, WRPI, Troy.